Jerusalem is, of course, a tourist's paradise, most often explored on foot. But another way to gain perspective on much of the city is to get above it all. My guide, Madeleine, first took me to the Old City.
I really believe that the only way to really understand the city is from above. In order to understand the warrens and alleyways of the city when you're inside the old city walls, otherwise you have no idea where you are. It's all a maze.
We're on the roof of Esha Torah Yeshiva, accessed by paying a small entrance fee.
This is the closest view, I think, of the Western Wall.
And above it, of course, is the Golden Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque on the Temple Mount. To the right is the remains of Wilson's Arch coming out of the wall. Right below us, still closed to the public, are excavations of the Lower Cardo, one of the main roads through the Old City.
This follows the valley, the Tyropean Valley, all the way from Damascus Gate, through the street today, which is known as the Valley. This is the ancient road, and it exits all the way down towards the ancient city of David.
We can see the remains of two circular ovens and the paving stones themselves. Other ways to get high up in the Old City include going to the roof of the Austrian Hospice or into the Tower of David. Another way, though, is to climb to the top of the Old City walls, where you can walk around much of the city. They were built in 1532 by Sultan Suleiman. Until 1860, all of Jerusalem's residents lived inside these walls.
We're looking across the valley of the Hinnom, the Valley of Hell, a traditional place of child sacrifice over 4,000 years ago to the Canaanite Ammonite god Moloch. And on the other side of the valley is the King David Hotel, and we can see the top of the YMCA tower popping up behind.
We head over to the YMCA, or YMCA as it's called. We're here to climb its 180-foot-high tower, 10 shekels only.
In 1878 you have a YMCA in Jerusalem. Not on this spot, it moved around 3 times before it opened the beautiful landmark building we have in Jerusalem in 1933 under the British. And it was designed by the architect who designed the Empire State Building in New York, Arthur Loomis Harmon. And so if the Empire State was the tallest building in New York, for some time this was the tallest building in Jerusalem.
General Allenby gave a well-known dedication speech for the building in 1933. Here is a place whose atmosphere is peace, where political and religious jealousies can be forgotten and international unity be fostered and developed. Since then, YMCA has continued to grow its vision of coexistence. Inside is a Jewish-Arab preschool and a sports center and hotel with a mixed staff. Time to climb.
Looking due east across to the Mount of Olives, to the Jewish cemetery, cross over the top of the King David Hotel, and out into Jordan on a clear day.
In the other directions, we can see the windmill in Yamin Moshe, the Old Jerusalem train station, and Independence Park downtown. And one more detail from Madeleine.
When the King David was built 2 years before the YMCA, it was opened in 1931, it was 2 stories lower. And for the 19 years that Jordan was in control of the Old City, a number of mortar shells were fired from the Old City. They flew over the top of the King David and landed in the YMCA.
The things you learn from climbing up above Jerusalem. Find out about other exciting stories at Israel21c.org.